Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. In the last episode, we got some confirmation through the last DVD that the Firewing is indeed not dead. That after the attack at the SOX, her body has been wandering, or her spirit has been wandering the astral plane for 40 years, separated from her body. Also, we were able to get two quests, one from Eiger and one from Glory, taking care of personal business. Glory to deal with the cult that basically created how she is now, and in Eiger dealing with a Russian wetworks operative who is getting really close to the cruise Bazaar. So we're going to get those, monkeys off their back. I actually forgot to talk to Blitz on the way out of here, so let's do that now and see if there's anything going on with him. At the sound of your approach, Blitz stubs out his cigarette and gives you a curt nod. Wretch, I'd offer you a smoke, but that was my last one. How'd that whole Emil situation work out? Turn up anything new? Yeah, well, sort of. It's mostly speculation, truth be told. So, what's the deal? She working with the Azzies or what? No, I don't think so, but I do have a new lead. After our talk, I went wading into all of the Az technology matrix hubs that I could find. Nothing too deep, don't worry. I didn't want to set off any alarm bells. But I had a hunch that if I poked around long enough, I'd find something that might lead me to Emil. And sure enough, I did. A message from the genuine article herself. Oh, she messaged you? Sure enough, she sent me a note. Want to hear what it said? He presses forward without waiting for a response. I'll tell you. The note said, and I quote, "Lay off, Blitz. I told you to leave me alone. You've shown admirable self-control over the past year. Don't give up on it now. I'll be back when I can, if I can. Until then, keep away from me for both of our sakes." So, I found her, and she wants nothing to do with me. Again. No explanations, no apologies, just a verbal pat on the head. I've shown admirable self-control. Really? She makes it sound like I'm a toddler or something. So did you lay off like the message said? Hell no! I wasn't going to stand for that. What did she get off, stealing from me and then acting like it was my fault? I tried to trace the message like any good Decker would. I note your use of the word tried. He nods grimly. She's good, Wretch. Better than I ever thought she was. I couldn't trace the damn thing. I could keep digging, though. I mean, if she noticed me doing it before, I must have been close. Now, before you say anything, I was more discreet this time. I can be subtle if I have to. Nobody noticed what I was doing, and I did find another clue. I hesitate to ask. That's okay. I'll tell you anyway. I found a connection between Emil and Sadokrupp. So, do you think she works for SK then? That she stole the encrypted data from you to give to them? Well, maybe. I don't know. It's confusing. I was also able to track down some message fragments connecting her to the Shockwell and Ryder. So maybe she was a Sadokrupp mole, and she got close to me so that she could, so she could profit from my decking expertise? Maybe when she told me not to steal that data, she was using reverse psychology. That's gotta be it. She must have wanted me to take it. He frowns, then shakes his head. But then again, maybe she's with the Shockwell and Ryder. She's screwing both the Azzies and the SK over. If that's the case, then maybe she was with me because she genuinely wanted to be. He pauses for a moment, considering. Then, all at once, he seems to perk up. His chest puffs out, and he nods once, decisively. In either case, I should make an effort to find her. I mean, she's playing a dangerous game, whether she's with SK or the Shockwell and Ryder. Maybe she's gotten herself in too deep. She might need help. I mean, why else should we send me such a cryptic message? Well, that's up to you, Blitz. At the end of the day, you're going to do whatever you want to do anyway. Yeah, he nods excitedly. If you caught the dismissive tone of your words, he doesn't show it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is up to me. It's up to me to save the woman I love. Blitz claps his hands and rubs them together in excitement. Great set, Chief. You're about to witness an event. When my gung-ho personality and legendary skills come together, the whole world stops and takes notice. Okay, I got decking 5. I'll give you a hand. If this is as serious as it sounds, you're going to need help. No thanks, Chief. I appreciate it, though. This is something that I need to do alone. Besides which, I'm the best, remember? I highly doubt that. I know just the place to hit. That same Az technology data node that I stole the information from in the first place. I already know that I can get past the security, and my gut tells me I'll find Emil there. Thanks for the encouragement, Chief. I knew that this was the right thing to do, of course, but you helped to quiet any lingering doubts I might have had. He nods at you, an expression of supreme confidence on his face. And now, if you excuse me, I got a damsel in distress to rescue. Now, don't get me wrong, we're here in Germany, so obviously Blitz wouldn't have a Brooklyn accent, but that's just how I imagine someone like him would talk, so. Okay, so let's go ahead and check all the stores up front before we decide on what quest to take. Hopefully we have some new, well, no new decking. Degrade level 2. Firewall. Killjoy. What do we have? Erosion level 2. What is degrade? Hostile targets will fade. Oh, okay. 50 additional damage from attacks. Shield, sniffer, blaster, degrade. Same old stuff, though. Any new armor or anything like that? Nope. Nothing yet. Well, that's unfortunate. However, we do have to thank her for doing such an awesome job with Cammy puts, or with the DVDs. Cammy puts away her calm and grims at you, a puckish gleam in her eye. Hey pal, I missed you. Got any stories for me? Actually, I'm curious about Altug. Have I done this before? Not a lot I can tell you that you haven't already guessed. Resident Spymaster, Coffee Brewer, the Outsider, the official Turk of the Cruise Bazaar. And that's not news to me. Yeah, I doubted it, she winks exaggerately. You're too smart for me, but you want to know why, right? It works for him. He had to make some sort of living here in the Cruise Bazaar, you know? He's not got a trade skill, he's not goblinized so he couldn't hang with Breckenbauer. If he opened a normal shop, he'd be ousted by someone thinking he's stealing their job because he's not German. The coffee shop was a good option because it's obvious. He stays exotic, and he does what they expect of him with the intel and stuff. She pulls absent-mindedly at some hair in her face. Sorry about the intel dump. It's not really useful information, and you probably guessed anyway at this point, but you asked, so. You've been a real doll. Gotten way too much information out of me, though. I'll see you around, yeah? Well, let's head into the coffee shop, see if anything... Okay, nothing new. No need to go into the magic shop. Because we have our... You know, any of our information is pretty much... Or, we don't need any more gear or information that I'm aware of. Let's go ahead and tip our dancer. Always tip your dancer, guys. There we go. Now we'll check the gun dealer. I don't know, I don't even have my arms up to 6 though, do I? Let's see here. Range combat's still 5, so it doesn't really matter what I have. And I don't really want to spend money on something I'm not qualified for. Yeah. Okay. But we do have to go over here to the doctor's office because we have some new biotech that's going to be installed, courtesy of the Shockwell Rider, for all the good work that we've done. And they're apparently not sore that we decided to destroy the Blood Mage data. So that's good. Welcome back. What can I do for you, my friend? Medical supply. Well, we do need medical supplies. What do we have in terms of our equipment? We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we didn't have to use one. That's good. And the surgery was paid for, so let's look at the cyberware. It's the data jack. There should be something in here that's for free. Adrenal Contractor. When triggered, gain +1 AP, but take an additional 2 damage from attacks, last 3 rounds. That's kind of cool. Huh. Okay. Well, thank you, Shockwell Rider. And the head... And like, we got 13,000 new yen. We might as well spend some. So, we have an eye data jack... Vision magnification, bright light system, capable of temporary blinding an opponent. I like that. We're going to go with that. with the head. We need to remove that and get, I like the hand interface. Yeah, the induction data jack in the left arm. And what else? What can we get for the head? Boosting intelligence by 1. Adds +2 to intelligence. That's disgusting. Toxic gas. Boosting +1 intelligence. Boosting intelligence by 1. I don't know what the difference is in that. Pain editor. Well, maybe not on that. Let's see what we can get for the hands. Cyberarm. Strength. Muscle augmentation. Nothing right now. I think we'll confirm that. And we'll lose essence, but that's not important to Wretch at the moment. Pretty cool, I have to say. Now, there is one more thing I want to do before we decide on a quest. I want to go talk to her. Oh, we can't... Oh, we can't talk to her. The girl who's normally in her stims, or in her vids. The reasoning why is I was thinking when we were reading that thing on the poster, or on the Shadowlands BBS, about someone missing, it could have been her. But that was just probably a random idea. Oh, what is this? Who is Eiger talking to? Bannock. Oh, okay, that's Eiger's contact. Alright, cool. Well, I think we may... Yeah, we may be done with everything, so let's go ahead and talk to Eiger's contact and get this show on the road. This dwarf has a distinctively Eurasian appearance. He peers up at Eiger through almond-shaped eyes. The rest of his broad face is dominated by strong Slavic features. He nods to himself and puts down his mug of soy calf. On the edge of the table, a plate of day-old pie cools in a haze of cigarette smoke. Hoy, Eiger. Been a long time. He taps a thumb on the rim of his coffee cup. Keeping busy? You could say that. Wretch, this is Bannock. He's a friend. The dwarf scoffs. Don't know if I'd go that far. Nothing personal, you understand. If I were to start keeping friends, I might call you one, but in my experience, friendship and obligation go hand in hand. A solitary life is cleaner. She smiles. Professional acquaintance, then. The dwarf nods. Better. Now let's get down to business, shall we? Let's. We need intel on the engineer. Where he's been staying, who he's working for, how long he's been in Shadowrun. Whatever you've got, we want it. He spears a hunk of pie with his fork, crams it in his mouth, and starts to chew. A moment later, he shrugs. I've had worse, and of course I'll give you what I can, but I don't know much. I can point you in the right direction, that's all. Just tell us what you can. We'll handle the heavy lifting. The dwarf nods and fumbles in his jacket pocket for something. A moment later, he produces a weathered paper map and spreads it on the table. Alright, what you're looking at is the northwest quadrant of Shadowrun. This is gang territory, all of it. These days, the whole Kais is being held by Rambach. I've had a run-in with Rambach before. We can handle them. Wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. The guy that filled the power vacuum when their last leader bid it is a real piece of work. But hey, maybe you're right. I hope so, for your sake. He stabs a meaty finger down on the faded silhouette of a building. This warehouse, right here, is Rambach HQ, and that's where the engineer is staying. Wonderful. Eiger exhales heavily. If he's staying there, he must be arranging some sort of deal with them. That'd be the safe bet, and they haven't pulled their guns on him yet, so it's fair to assume that negotiations are going well. I'm sure that I don't have to tell you this, but for the last thing we need is an alliance between some foreign syndicate and Rambach. No good could come of that. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Now, I can't tell you who the engineer is working for. You'll have to ask him about that yourself. But what I can do is make it easier for you to have a sit-down with him. Bannock reaches under the table and brings up a canvas bag. He places it in front of you and pushes it forward. Don't open that in here. There are people in this room who would kill you for what's in that bag. Let's look in the bag. Wrapped in an old cotton shirt, you find a gadget the size of a water pistol. It has a rubberized grip and a hair trigger, and looks something like a futuristic taser gun. What you're looking at is a cyberware deactivator. It's a one-shot tool that can temporarily disable cybernetic devices. I had it shipped here at great personal expense from a supermax prison in the UCAS. He traces a twirl in the air with the fork. The warden owed me a favor. Eiger whistles appreciatively. Very nice, Bannock. That should make this easy. Not easy. Possible. I wouldn't be giving it to you if the job could be done without it. The engineer is rocking a Delta-grade move-by-wire system. Unless you can shut it down, there's no way in hell you're going to catch him. And if we do shut it down, he'll be forced into a state of permanent seizure. He shrugs. Only until he gets the thing up and running again. Deactivated isn't the same thing as broken. The dwarf shovels another heaping forkful of pie into his mouth, and he chews thoughtfully. Until then, his life will be a living hell, but I can think of worse things to use as a bargaining chip. Remember, you need to know who he works for. The more you can take him out of his comfort zone, the better. Well, let's go hunting, Eiger. She nods. Thanks, Bannock. We'll let you know how things work out. And don't bother. I'll be watching. Interesting. Now we can go ahead and take the U-Bahn to Schottenest and get this show on the road for Eiger. I want to save the one with Glory for last, to tell you the truth. Or not last, but after this one. Because I know we'll probably have to do another quest for Blitz. And I'm just kind of meh about the whole thing, to tell you the truth. Alrighty. I wish you could come with me, Dante. Nice to have an extra little firepower. Where would you like to travel? Let's call Eiger and travel to the Schottenest to locate the engineer. And she's got her 2 health packs. I've got 2 health packs, 2 res kits, and my hyper if I need it. That's about as good as we're going to get, so. Ooh. Now, Eiger is a combat specialist. I don't know, like, is that a street samurai? I'd assume so. We'll look after we get to Schottenest. The engineer. The Kai's next door to the Cruise Bazaar, Schottenest, and an object lesson in anarchy gone wrong. Violent gangs rule the streets here, trading territory to the roar of gunfire. The streets are a war zone. As dangerous as Schottenest already is, it could be worse. The gangs are vicious but disorganized. They pose little risk to their neighbors. With little more than a makeshift barricade and a few volunteers, the Cruise Bazaar has successfully insulated itself from the chaos of its neighboring Kais. The engineer could change all of that. He has to be stopped, and the F-State as a whole needs to be alerted to what his clients are trying to do. It's up to you and Eiger to make sure that happens. No pressure or anything. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So, what we're going to have to do here is I have Eiger. Okay, I have available karma. Mighty 1 point of it, that's worthless. As you near the edge of the Cruise Bazaar, the familiar piss and asphalt stench of Schottenest crawls into your nostrils and sticks in the back of your throat. The dilapidated husk of burnt-out buildings loom above you, giving the place an air of menace. Now, I was hoping I'd put this place behind me after the Humanist run. Yeah, I'm with you there. She wrinkles her nose. Funny thing is, a syndicate presence might actually help Schottenest, in the short term at least. They clean up the streets if nothing else. Now, don't tell me you're changing your mind. Not for a second. A syndicate, any syndicate in Schottenest would be a disaster for the Cruise Bazaar. Let the people on the other side of the gate deal with their own problems. I won't allow my home to be endangered for their sake. Now, what I'm going to have to do here is keep Eiger in the back and protect Eiger, because she can lay all kinds of nastiness down with her sniper rifle. But she's spec'd specifically for her sniper rifle, not the shotgun. Kai's gatekeeper. Didn't I talk to you before? You again? Well, you ignored my warning last time, and you ain't dead, so I guess you can handle yourself. He sighs. Let him through, Sergei. Thank you, friend. We don't have a truck this time, though. And I'm not exactly sure which direction we're going. I guess we're just going to go exploring. Ooh. Back alley. Rambach game up ahead. Maybe there's a way around? Oh, okay, we were going the right way. What's going on here? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the camera in free mode real quick so I can get the lay of the land here. Okay. So there's a guy with a gun. So apparently we were going the right way. I didn't really mean to, I just kind of went down an alley because we had gone this way before. Oh, okay, this is where the truck was last time, so we were going exactly where we needed to. So, see if there's a way around. Guess we would have gotten to a fight right here. And all of these guys are probably nasty. I'm not sure, guys. Don't know what to do here. Hopefully these are just normal NPCs. Okay, good. They're just normal NPCs. Let's talk to some folks. What? What do you want? Just looking for some information. I bet you are. I've seen your type before. You're probably looking for someone or looking for something that's been stolen. Either way, the Rambach won't be happy about you sticking your nose in the shot nest. Well, I'm new in town. What's hot around here? Nothing. Not a damn thing. All there is to do in shot nest is get your arse beat by gangs until you decide to join one. Which gang are you in? I'm still in the former camp. I've heard what the Rambach do to Hayes' new members. I'll be getting pushed around every once in a while over that. Or I'll take getting pushed around every once in a while over that. Okay, well you were a dead end. What about you, ma'am? I got pots and pans. You need pots and pans? No, but some info would be nice. You see any new friends of the Rambach show up lately? Yeah, sure I have. What's it to you? The woman eyes you up and down, clearly waiting for you to make an offer. And over 50 new yen, just trying to help out the neighborhood. She leans in for a whisper. They're just down the street, in the warehouse with the grass in front. New guy showed up a few days ago, seems like a bigwig. They've been moving product through there ever since. What kind of product? That costs you extra, sweetie. Is it important? Yes. Drugs, guns, the usual. Seems like more drugs than guns lately, so maybe some things will pick up around here. Alright. No problem, honey. I got the best deals on pots and pans this side of Spandau. I bet. So, can't go through there. I am a little bit at a loss. I guess it might be... maybe this... I'm just gonna head this way. See if there's any items or anything that we may miss. Warehouse with the grass in front of it. There's the U-Bahn. Okay, I bet that might be the... okay, this is the warehouse then. This is where the badness is happening. Door panel. The warehouse door is windowless slab of reinforced densiplast. A keypad entry system sits to one side. And that's why I'm here. The door unlocks. Now, I'm curious what else is going on around here. Can we... now, I bet if we took on that gang, we would get the keypad combination. But I am just going to go, and we may get into a firefight down here. I don't really care. I'm pretty sure that we can handle ourselves. Actually, no. No. So that was... we did go the right way around the patrol. Let's go ahead and head into the warehouse. Just get this done. Hi, guys. How you doing? Okay, first off, he looks exactly like one of the guys from the Borderlands. That's awesome. And that must be the engineer. We are not in firing range. So let's take cover. And do an aim shot. Now, Eiger, there's no one around on this side, so that's going to be primo rifle cover. Alright, no one else. You're about to summon something, so we need to shoot you as quickly as possible. You leave me alone. Slow movement -3. That's okay. Okay, that took care of that. Now let's try a steady shot from downtown for a cool 20. And I'm not sure how we get through that door. Okay, we got people coming in from behind. That's not good. Let's do a dead-eye shot. Takes care of that one. And nowhere to go through here, so it looks like we do need to head through this area. Let's switch over to the shotgun and do an aim shot right on this Rambach enforcer. Yeah, you decided that was not advisable. For 12. One more shot ought to finish. Okay. I guess we are heading this way. Wretch will hustle this way. We'll reload when we get into combat. Which should be any time now. And we can't get to the door. We need to chase this guy down. And right behind, so fortunately we can get behind cover. You're going to shoot down the hallway, aren't you? Ow. That was not nice. We'll reload our rifle. Oh, we missed that. Still have our shotgun, though. For 1? Really? Nasty mage is nasty. Okay. Wretch, you're going to move up here. Eiger, since you're kind of out in the open. And killing you is a priority. Ow. Well, you're about to die in your next turn, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Indeed. Now, man, the lieutenant is no joke. For 1 damage a plink? Let's try... There we go, that's a little bit better. Confirm the reload. For 8. Okay, you're not in cover, so you'll be easier to kill this time. And let's finish him off. For 8. 1 more. Oh, out of ammo. Man. Come on, Eiger. Man, wow. Oh, and you heal up? Of course you do. We'll confirm. Shoot for 8. Now it's time for redemption. For 1. Finally. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and we'll keep trying to chase down the engineer. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the video, go ahead and click like down below. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. That'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.